2 likes, thank you very much. I got my heater. Wow, you guys, what's that? That thing. Right there. So I have some 12 hours of copyright-free music playing. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Tell me if it's if you can hear it, and if I should turn it up, or if it bothers you. This is the first stream doing this. I guess I can watch the stream back later and test out. So yeah, I have it playing on my Nintendo Switch. So comment if you can hear that at all. The music. If there's no music in the background, comment, and if there is, I don't know. Just tell me if you can hear the music or not, and tell me if it's too loud or too quiet. Comment, please. I'll turn it to max volume, actually. Okay. So is this good? Is this good? Is it too loud, too quiet, or is it good? I might actually watch it back. I'll watch it on the Switch real quick. But yeah, I'm gonna turn it off for a second. Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself because I'm gonna watch my own stream for a second. Oh, don't play it when reading. Play it like afterward. Do you think? Should I do that? Like do it like right when stream ends? That's I wish my channel would pop up. Oh, my live stream pops up. That's nice. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. Yeah, the Bible is not a movie. Okay, I guess I'll just play it afterward, maybe. It doesn't need dramatic music. It's not supposed to be dramatic. It's just supposed to be some like music in the background to help me concentrate. Because when it's like really quiet, I can't. Like it just makes it difficult. Like I just start hearing my own thoughts the whole time. I don't know. Also, there's 2 people in the stream. Hello, welcome. I might turn off that heater. I thought it was gonna be cool, but it's actually kind of, maybe if I face it in another direction, that way it's not spraying heat directly on me, but there still is the heater. I don't know if you guys can. Oh no, he can't. Whatever, I like what camera is. I don't need it. Concentrate on what you're reading, yeah. Honestly, even though it's really cold, I might turn on the fan. I might turn off the heater and turn on the fan. Okay. We will read the Bible in. Never mind. In T minus. No, in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That wasn't as dramatic as I wanted it to be. Oh, now it's too hot. Okay. We read 5 chapters last time. That's nice. Or did we? Oh, why do I do this? I don't remember if we got to chapter 5 or if we got to chapter 6. Hold on. Now I gotta. I guess we read 2 chapter 5. I think we read 2 chapter 5. If not, then that kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, we read. Wait, I don't know. And they came over unto the other side of the sea, and of the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, because that he had been often bound with feeders, I don't even know, and chains. And the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces. Oh, fetters, I think. Neither could any man tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Jesus afar off, he ran and worshipped him, and cried with a loud voice, and said, What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High? Son of the Most High God, I adjure thee, by God, that thou torment me not. For he said unto him, Come out of the man, thou unclean spirit. And he asked him, What is thy name? And he answered, saying, My name is Legion, for we are many. And he besought him much that he would not send them away out of the country. Now there was there, nigh unto the mountain, a great herd of swine feeding. And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Jesus gave them their leave. I gotta sneeze. I feel like it's like the first sneeze ever on the Bible reading. I feel like I haven't sneezed a single time this entire Bible reading series thing. I always yawn and cough and stuff. And all the devils besought him, saying, Send us into the swine, that we may enter into them. And forthwith Jesus gave them leave. And the unclean spirits went out and entered into the swine. And the herd ran violently down a steep place into the sea. There were about 2,000, and were choked in the sea. And they that fed in the swine fled and told it in the city and in the country. And they went out to see what was that was done. And they came to Jesus and see him that was possessed with the devil, and had the legion sitting and clothed, and in his right hand, and in his right mind, and they were afraid. And they that saw it told. Great, now I lost my spot. And they were afraid, and they that saw it told them how it befell to him that was possessed with the devil, and also concerning the swine. And they began to pray him to depart out of their coasts. And when he was come to the ship, he that had been possessed with the devil prayed him that he might be with him. Howbeit, Jesus suffered him not, but saith unto him, Go home to thy friends, and tell them how great things the Lord hath done for thee, and hath had compassion on thee. And he departed, and began to publish in Decapolis how great things Jesus had done for him, and all men did marvel. And when Jesus was passed over again by ship Unto the other side much people gathered unto him. And he was nigh unto the sea. And behold, there cometh one of the rulers of the synagogue, Jairus by name. And when he saw him, he fell at his feet. I need something to hold this up. And besought him greatly, saying, My little daughter lieth at this point of death. I pray thee, come and lay thy hands on her, that she may be healed, and she shall live. And Jesus went with him, and much people followed him and thronged him. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. When she had heard of Jesus, came and in the press behind. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the. Oh my! Why can't I read this? I don't understand. When she had heard of Jesus, came in the press behind and touched his garment. For she said, If I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole. And straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. And Jesus, immediately knowing in himself that virtue had gone out of him, turned him about in the press and said, Who touched my clothes? Hold on. Real quick, everybody. Real quick. Back to reading. Verse 31. And his disciples said unto him, Thou seest the multitudes thronging thee, and saying, Wait, have I been reading that? Oh, no. And sayest thou, Who touched me? And he looked, he said that. And he looked round about to see her that had done this thing. But the woman, fearing and trembling, knowing that was done in her, came and fell down before him, and told him all the truth. And he said unto her, Daughter, thy faith has made thee whole. Go in peace, and be whole of thy plague. While he yet spake, there came from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, Thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further? As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he saith unto the ruler of the synagogue, Be not afraid, only believe. And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly. And when he was come in, he saith unto them, Why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, and them that were with him, and entereth in where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand, and said unto her, Talitha cumi, which is being interpreted, Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and commanded that something should be given her to eat. I don't know what's going on with my reading lately. So let me make sure I'm not muted. Okay, there we go. Chapter 6. And he went out from thence, and came into his own country, and the disciples followed him. And when the Sabbath day was come, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing him were astonished, saying, From whence hath this man these things? And that wisdom is this which is and what wisdom is this which is given unto him, that even such mighty works are wrought by his hands? Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph, and I think that's Joseph. Wait, no, I don't know. James and Joseph of Judah and Simon. Is it Judas? And Simon. And are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. But Jesus said unto them, A prophet is not without honor, but in his own country, and among his own kin, and in his house, and in his own house. And he could there do no mighty work. Save that he laid his hands upon a few sick folk and healed them. And he marveled because of their unbelief, and he went round about the village teaching. And he called unto him the 12, and began to send them forth by 2 and 2, and gave them power over unclean spirits, and commanded them that they should take nothing for their journey, save a staff only, no scrip, no bread, no money in their purse, but be shod with sandals, and not put on 2 coats. And he said unto them, In what place soever ye enter into an house, there abide till ye depart from that place. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear you, when ye depart thence, shake off the dust under your feet, for a testimony against them. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And they went out and preached that men should repent. And they cast out many devils, and anointed with oil many that were sick, and healed them. And King Herod heard of him, for his name was spread abroad. And he said that John the Baptist was risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him. Others said that it is Elias, and others said that it is a prophet, or as one of the prophets. But when Herod heard thereof, he said, It is John, whom I beheaded. He is risen from the dead. For Herod himself had sent forth and laid hold upon John, and bound him in prison, for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife, for he had married her. For John had said unto Herod, It is not lawful for thee to have thy brother's wife. Therefore Herodias had to quarrel against him, and would have killed him, but she could not. For Herod feared John, knowing that he was just a man, and unholy, and observe him. When he heard him, he did many things, and heard him gladly. And when a convenient day was come, that Herod on his birthday made a supper to his lords, high captains, and the chief estates of Galilee. And when the daughter of the said Herodias came in, and danced, and pleased Herod, and then sat with him, the king said unto the damsel, Ask of me whatsoever thou wilt, and I will give it thee. And he sware unto her, Whatsoever thou shalt ask me, I will give it thee, unto the half of my kingdom. And she went forth and said unto her mother, What shall I ask? And she said, The head of John the Baptist. And she came in straightway with haste unto the king, and asked, saying, I will that thou give me by and by in a charger the head of John the Baptist. Oh, 19 minutes already, and I've only read 1 chapter? Wow. My neck does need to pop. And the kingdom was exceeding sorry, yet for his oath's sake, and for their sakes which sat with him, he would not reject her. And immediately the king set an executioner, and commanded his head to be brought. And he went and beheaded him in the prison, and brought his head in a charger, and gave it to the damsel, and the damsel gave it to her mother. And when his disciples heard of it, they came and took up his corpse and laid it in a tomb. And the apostles gathered themselves together, and unto Jesus, and told him all things, both what they had done and what they had taught. And he said unto them, Come ye yourselves apart from a desert place, and rest a while. For there were many coming and going, and they had no leisure so much as to eat. And they departed into a desert place by ship, privately. And the people saw them departing, and many knew him, and ran afoot out of all cities, and out went them, and came together unto him. And Jesus, when he came out, saw much people, and was moved with compassion toward them, because they were as sheep not having a shepherd. And he began to teach them many things. And when the day was now far spent, his disciples came unto him, and said, This is a desert place, and now the time is far past. Send them away, that they may go unto the country round about, and into the village, and buy themselves bread, for they have nothing to eat. He answered and said unto them, Give ye them to eat. And they say unto him, Shall we go and buy 200 pennyworth of bread, and give them to eat? He saith unto them, How many loaves have ye? Go and see. And when they knew, they say, 5 and 2 fishes. Just for the record, they're not anymore, because they're all great, but this used to be, and I guess, still kind of is, my favorite miracle of the Bible. Because it's just so crazy how it's possible. I also just noticed I have 3 likes, so thank you to whoever gave that 3rd like. And also thank you to all the people that did put those likes in. And he commanded them to make all sit down by companies upon the green grass. And they sat down in ranks by hundreds and by 50s. And when he had taken the 5 loaves and the 2 fishes, he looked up to heaven and blessed, and broke the loaves, and gave them to his disciples to set before them. And the 2 fishes divided he among them all. And they did all eat, and were filled, and they took up 12 baskets full of the fragments and of the fishes. And they that did eat of the loaves were about 5,000 men. That's just counting men, not even counting the women or children. And they had 5 loaves, and they fed 5,000, more than 5,000 people. Which is crazy. And they only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. That's like maybe 1 or 2 meals. Or a few meals at max. Like maybe, I don't even know, because I don't know the size of the bread or anything. But that's like probably less than a family meal. And it fed 5,000 people. And they had 12 baskets. Which is insane. And I think there's actually 2 miracles where there was like 7 loaves and 5 fish or something. And 7,000 people or something. I don't even know. And straightway he constrained his disciples to get into the ship and to go to the other side before unto Bethsaida, while he sent away the people. And when he had sent them away, he departed into a mountain to pray. And when even was come, the ship was in the midst of the sea, and he alone on the land. And he saw them toiling and rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the 4th watch of the night, he cometh unto them walking upon the sea. This one I think was also like my 2nd favorite, or probably equally as crazy. It's wow. Okay, let me restart because I don't think I finished that verse. And he saw them toiling and rowing, for the wind was contrary unto them. And about the 4th watch of the night, he cometh unto them walking upon the sea, and would have passed by them. But when they saw him walking upon the sea, they supposed it had been a spirit, and cried out, for they all saw him, and were troubled. Immediately he talked with them, and saith unto them, Be of good cheer, it is I, be not afraid. And he went up unto them into the ship, and the wind ceased, and they were sore amazed in themselves, in themselves beyond measure, and wondered, for they considered not the miracle of the loaves, for their heart was hardened. And when they had passed over, they came into the land of Gennesaret, and drew to shore. And when they were come out of the ship, and straightway they knew him, and ran through that whole region round about, and began to carry out about in beds those that were sick, where they heard it was. And whithersoever he entered into villages, and whithersoever he entered into villages or cities or country, they laid the sick in the streets, and besought him that they might touch it, if it were but the border of his garment. And as many as touched him were made whole. 26 minutes? Ooh, 26 minutes. I mean, I guess it might go over reading this next chapter, but whatever, I might as well. Also, hello, there's 4 people here. Hello. Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes which came from Jerusalem. And when they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashed hands, they found fault. For the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands oft eat not, holding the tradition of the elders. And when they come from the market, except they wash they eat not, and many other things there be which they have received to hold on the washing of cups and pots, brazen vessels, and of tables. When the Pharisees and scribes asked him, Why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed hands? He answered and said unto them, Well hath Esaias, I don't know what that is, prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, This people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. For laying aside the commandments of God, ye hold the tradition of men, as the washing of pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. And he said unto them, Full well ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition. For Moses said, Honor thy father. Oh, my thumb was in there. The page almost shut, and I was lost my spot. Honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso curseth father or mother, let him die the death. But ye say, if a man shall say to his father or mother, It is Corban, that is to say, a gift, by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, he shall be free. And ye suffer him no more to do aught for his father or his mother, making the word of God of none effect through your tradition which ye have delivered, and many such like things do ye. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, Hearken unto me every one of you, and understand. There is nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And when he was entered into the house from the people, his disciples asked him concerning the parable. And he saith unto them, Are ye so without an understanding also? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without entereth the man, it cannot defile him, because it entereth not into his heart, but into the belly, and goeth out into the draught, purging all meats? And he said, That which cometh out of the man, that defileth the man. For from within, out of the heart of man, proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousnesses, wickedness, deceit, lust. lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these things come from within and defile the man. And from thence he arose and went into the borders of Tyre and Sidon. Oh my goodness, my wrist hurts from, like, just this wrist is holding the Bible, and the other hand is, like, this wrist is holding the Bible, like, the whole thing, so it's hurting my hand, my wrist. Ah. And from thence he arose into the borders of Tyre and Sidon, and entered into a house, and would have no man know it, but he could not be hid. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him, and came and fell at his feet. The woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician, I don't know what that is, by nation. And she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her. But Jesus said unto her, Let the children first be filled, for it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it into the dogs. And she answered and said unto him, Yes, Lord, yet the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs. And he said unto her, For this saying, Go thy way, the devil is gone out of thy daughter. And when she was come to her house, she found the devil gone out, and her daughter laid upon the bed. And again, departing from the coast of Tyre and Sidon, he came unto the Sea of Galilee through the midst of the coast of Decapolis. I don't know if I said ghost, or if I said coast, but it said coast. And they bring unto him one that was deaf, and had an impediment in his speech, and they beseech him to put his hand upon him. And he took him aside from the multitude, and put his fingers in his ears, and he spit, and touched his tongue. And looking up to heaven, he sighed, and said unto him, Ephphatha, that is, be opened. And straightway his ears were opened, and the string of his tongue was loosed, and he spake plain. And he charged them that they should tell no man. But the more he charged them so much, the more a great deal they published it. And they were beyond measure astonished, saying, He hath done all things well. He maketh both the deaf to hear, and the dumb to speak. Okay, that, again, kind of like last time, was difficult, but whatever. Doesn't matter if it takes me an hour to read one chapter. God is okay with me reading. If it takes me an hour to read one chapter for whatever reason, it's still better than not reading, because God would prefer me to read even one chapter rather than none. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I know that was probably kind of tough to watch. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I don't even know if I necessarily have anything to say, but lately, this is just, like, my life news as of recently. I've been playing Fortnite, because that's what I do now. For whatever reason, I decided to go back. I'm not actually playing Battle Royale. I'm literally playing Lego Fortnite, which is Fortnite and Lego had a deal or something, so they made their own, like, little miniature game inside of Fortnite. It's crazy. Also, Warzone 3, Call of Duty Warzone 3, came out like a month ago, or maybe even a few months ago. I just saw in a live stream because I asked, "Hey, is Warzone 3 free?" Somebody in the live stream said it is. So maybe when I go back to my house with my parents, not because I'm at my grandparents. Once I go back to Texas, I'm going to hopefully download Warzone 3 and maybe get rid of Warzone 2 because I don't have that much space for some reason. So yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like if you want more. I already have everybody who's been in stream was liked pretty much. I think there's 3 likes. I don't know why I took off my glasses. I just didn't want them. Hope you all enjoyed. Like if you did enjoy, and if you want more live streams of Bible reading and live streams in general, and subscribe if you aren't subscribed and you want to help support the channel. Hope you all enjoyed. Adios. Jesus Cristo Duama, I think, is Jesus Christ loves you. That's what I'm going to do on stream now. I'm going to go. Maybe. I hope you all enjoyed. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Peace out.